Boat pose can be easily modified to fit mixed levels within a class. Variation 1, Stephanie's got her hands back. She'll draw the knees into the chest. And what we want to feel is the center of the chest lifting and the hands are just behind the hips. Okay, variation 2, we can ever straighten the legs, keeping the chest lifted. Variation 3, extend the arms forward, chest lifted, and then variation 1.5. Yeah, hands behind the knees. So I'll have her keep this variation for while I talk. Variation 2.5 would be arms extended with the knees bent, but you can grab hold of the backs of the legs. All right, the feeling is of the thighs drawing toward the chest, the crown of the head extending upward through the spine. So the hips are kind of tilted forward just a bit as the belly pulls back. In this posture, what we want to feel as best as possible is the intensity over time moving from the hip flexors to the low belly. You can take a little rest. For most yogis, myself included, I think the first 3 years or so that I did boat pose, I only felt it in my hip flexors. There's nothing wrong with that. The hip flexors are very useful muscles, especially in arm balances and inversions. But over time, you want to continue to build that mind-body connection and see if you can choose to engage the low belly a bit more. But obviously, in order to engage the low belly more, we have to have already a certain amount of hip flexor strength there in place. Go ahead and come back to the 1.5 variation. Yeah. Having the legs straight requires a good amount of hamstring mobility. The tighter your hamstrings, the stronger your quads have to work to keep the legs straight, which can kind of burn through your energy. All right, and with the feet, I'll suggest flointing the toes. So balls of the feet extend and toes pull back. Yep, so extend through the balls of the feet, pull the toes back. Yes, the thighs are hugging to the midline, and then rest for another moment. Okay, another variation of the boat pose, which will bypass the hip flexors a little bit, is having the knees to the sides. So go ahead and lean back one more time. Reach the arms forward. Good, and then you can even actually have the hands in between the legs. Pull the knees in, lift the chest. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier this way. So for students after they're getting a little fatigued, this is another option. Or to prep for crow pose, grab hold of the feet, chest through the arms. Good, take the thighs closer to the shoulders. And then lift the chest. Nope. Ah, so close and yet so far. Do you guys know what I'm saying? If not, shoot me an email. Shoot me a message on IG. I'm there for you.